Hello everybody. I hope everyone who is tuning in today is doing well. I hope you guys are all taking care of yourselves. Today's reading is going to be a reading all about the next 3 months and what you can be expecting. Before I show you all the piles, this is your reminder that tarot is a divination tool. It's an intuitive practice. So please, my lovelies, take what resonates and leave what does not resonate behind. Keep in mind there is nuance to every conversation. And with that, you guys, here is a clip of your piles right now. All right, you guys, these are 3 piles. We have group number 1 with the Sea Jasper, group number 2 with the Black Kyanite, and group number 3 with the Sodalite. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you guys are free to do that right now. And if you want to pick more than one pile, you guys are always welcome to do so. All right, you've picked the piles, so go ahead and check out the description box. We'll have a few timestamps for when you can go ahead and start your reading. And with that, let's go ahead and start with today's readings. Hello, group 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. If you are looking for a personal reading, I do have those available in my description box. Before I start with the dice, some of you have complained about the dice confusing you because your sign doesn't pop up. It's really not that serious, you guys. I use the dice as an extra confirmation. If your sign pops up, great. If it doesn't, it's really not that serious. The main message is the cards. And I'm not going to take the dice away because there are people who enjoy the dice or the die now that we have lost the other dice. So yeah, anyways, we have Cancer. Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Aries. Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Cancer again. I was going to say Pisces. Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and start shuffling the cards. Can I please get a message? We have the 4 of Swords, you guys. What is the 4 of Swords? This is representing deep rest and replenishment. This is representing taking time to step back, remembering to nourish yourself, to take care of yourself, to honor yourself, to love yourself, okay? So, excuse me. If we want to look at this in a more broad perspective, I feel like what I want to say with this card is how can you better respect yourself over the next 3 months, group number 1, okay? So respecting yourself could come in a variety of different forms, right? It could come in the form of making sure that you are taking care of your body by staying hydrated, or by making sure you're getting enough food, right? Or making sure you're getting enough sleep. You guys, sleep is so incredibly important. So that could be one way that you're respecting yourself. Respecting yourself could also be like, how am I choosing to present myself to the world? How am I choosing to communicate in my relationships? Am I standing up for myself when I feel wronged, or am I cowering down and not saying anything and letting people walk all over me? So I want you guys to really evaluate over the next 3 months how you can better show yourself love and respect, okay? That's what I want to take from this card. Now, let's keep going. We have the Hierophant. Now, whenever I talk about this card, I know there are some people who cringe because this card does represent tradition. Tradition does not have to be a bad thing, you guys, okay? It doesn't need to be this stale, stagnant, hateful thing. Tradition could literally just be connected to something that we do in a less chaotic fashion. With this card, the Hierophant, this could be representing, right, connecting back to your spiritual beliefs, getting really grounded with that. It could also be partaking in rituals or perhaps certain holidays or celebrations that are connected to tradition or like family, right? Also with this card, you guys, sometimes this is representing signing contracts, coming into some type of official agreement, whether it's verbal or it's written. So for some of you, again, this could be representing getting engaged, getting married. This could be representing signing a contract for a car or a job or a house or a new living situation, okay? Making things official, doing things the traditional, official way, okay? Also, that is Taurus energy. So hello to all the Taurus people watching. We have the Page of Cups. This is representing unexpected surprises. So things happening that we weren't necessarily anticipating happening. I want to get more information on this before I talk about it further. Can I please get some more clarification on the Page of Cups? Okay. So unexpectedly over the next 3 months, group number 1, you guys are taking your energy and your focus from one situation and you're placing it on another. So for some of you, this could be talking about you're working at a place right now and perhaps you're feeling undervalued. Maybe you're not feeling respected. Maybe you feel like things aren't being done in a traditional manner or in a manner that's like respectable. So perhaps you're looking for a new place of work and you're taking your focus from your old place of work to your new place of work, right? Perhaps some of you are feeling disrespected in your relationships and you are drawing stronger boundaries. So you're placing the energy or you're taking the energy from the person that you're dealing with to yourself or potentially to someone new. This is all about rebalancing, okay? So what in my life is not balanced? What in my life is draining me? What in my life do I feel like needs adjusting or a reevaluation of where I'm placing my energy, okay? That is what this is talking about. Can I please get, we have the sun. The sun is radiance, it's happiness, it's joy, it's success. So over the next 3 months, again, I do believe by you guys showing yourself love, respect, and honor, by you guys making things official and not selling yourself short or not settling for less than what it is that you deserve, you guys are experiencing more success, more happiness, okay? To me, what this is representing overall with the cards is like the adjustments that you're making over the next 3 months is playing a role in your general happiness as a human being, okay? On a day-to-day basis. I'm not seeing this, you guys, as like a grand wave coming into your life and completely changing your whole life. It doesn't feel that hyperbolic. It feels more like we are implementing certain boundaries or certain structures, or again, we're taking the focus from something that perhaps is not the most positive and we're placing it elsewhere. We're placing it somewhere that does allow us to experience more positivity, more happiness, more success. We have the Knight of Wands. The next 3 months is going to go by really quickly for a lot of you. This is also pursuing your passions. You guys may also be coming into contact with a person or a situation that you are very passionate about. So for some of you, this is going to come in the form of an opportunity that you're passionate about. And for others of you, again, this is coming in the form of a person you're really passionate about, okay? Can I please get, for a lot of you, this may be a person that you're passionate about because we have the Two of Cups here. And the Two of Cups is representing having this beautiful energy of feeling like we have found a person or a situation in which feels like it's a part of our soul. A person or a situation that feels very natural, very comfortable, very homey, right? Someone or something that we have fallen in love with. That is what this is representing. Okay, moving on to the oracle cards, you guys. Let's get some astrology cards. Okay, we have the third house of communication, group 1. So for a lot of you, I just want to cover this really quickly. This could be receiving a DM from somebody that is surprising for you, okay? Or receiving a text message or a call that is surprising. For others of you, you're receiving letters perhaps from universities, or you're receiving contact from certain places that you've interviewed at. This is contact, this is communication, this is verbalizing how it is we're feeling. This is just telling me that over the next 3 months, for a lot of you, you're going to be experiencing communication that is pushing you or propelling you forward in regards to everything that we just talked about. We have Uranus. This is genius. This is humanitarian energy, but this is also radical change, you guys, okay? This is massive, massive change. Things being perhaps a little chaotic. Okay, things being a little upside down. That is essentially what this is representing. Now, I think that the chaos that's happening for you guys is, again, the realignment, the refocusing of our energy, of our time, of our effort. So it's not that things are literally chaotic, but it feels like a shift that's happening that, again, we didn't necessarily expect, but it feels like a shift for the positive. Can I please get a message for group number? Okay. So some of you guys are making changes to your living situation. And when I say that, I'm wording it that way on purpose. It doesn't have to mean that you're moving. It doesn't have to mean that you're doing anything spectacular, but you're making changes to your living environment. This is longing for home, belonging, the original light worker. So some of you are making changes to your home to make it feel more homey, to make it feel more comfortable. Some of you guys may even be inviting someone to come live with you or to come stay with you over the next 3 months. But I'm seeing this as like, I am creating an environment of peace. I'm creating an environment where I feel comfortable. Others of you may even be kicking someone out of your living environment, or you may be creating space between yourself and the people that you live with. But this very much feels like I'm trying to find space for myself to feel at home. I'm trying to find space for myself to feel comfortable. That is what this card essentially feels like to me. We do have the Age of Light here as well. And this says you've been training for lifetimes. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So oftentimes I do feel like people have a tendency to fall into I'm going to say a circle, fall into a hole in which they feel a lack of purpose, or in which they feel like, why am I here? Like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, I'm here, I'm a human, I'm living. What the frick am I supposed to be doing? I'm going to be very honest with you guys. The purpose of your life is to do what you are doing and to push yourself to be uncomfortable. And when I say uncomfortable, I don't mean to put yourself in situations that are dangerous, that are reckless, that are going to cause harm to you and your mental health or your physical body. What I mean is put yourself in situations that is going to invoke change, that's going to invoke growth, okay? Put yourself in situations that are challenging, but challenging in a positive way. If you are doing the same thing every day and you're feeling lost and you're feeling like, woe is me, what am I supposed to do? You're supposed to get up and figure out how to make yourself the most uncomfortable that you possibly can in a way, again, that's positive for your growth. And again, I'm not telling you to go be reckless. I'm not telling you to go hitchhike and let random people pick you up and let God knows what happen. I'm not saying to call your ex and go be toxic. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you need to push yourself to do the scary thing, the thing that is going to help you evolve. Some of you have been considering going back to university or going to school for the first time, and you're scared and you're terrified, and I hear you, I get it. You have to do it. You have to stop talking about it. You have to stop thinking about it, and you need to just go do it. Some of you guys want to apply for a certain position or for a certain career field, and you're scared because you're like, I'm not good enough. You have to stop thinking about it. You have to stop hyping it up in your mind, and you need to just go do it, okay? Others of you, there's this feeling of like, I feel this itch within me in which I need to go to this location, or I feel like I need to travel, or I need to create a wider net of support in my life. You need to put yourself in situations where you're making yourself uncomfortable for your better good, okay? That is what I'm seeing with this, you guys. And then ultimately, I'm sorry, I keep sniffling. My allergies today are just really not it. We have protection here, okay, as our next card. And it says, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Soul retrieval, you guys, okay? Going back to what I was saying about the self-respect, okay? Some of you, you don't all have the same issues. Everybody watching here has unique issues, has unique challenges. So some of you guys have a really hard time standing up for yourselves. Some of you have a really hard time speaking up and saying, hey, excuse me, my order is wrong. Or excuse me, I hate the way you did my nails today. Maybe you could say a little bit nicer than that. You don't gotta be so rude, but... You know, others of you may have a hard time speaking up. Hello? Did you guys hear that whistle? Others of you may have a hard time speaking up to the people in your family who are disrespectful, or your friend, or your partner. Some of you guys may have a hard time drawing boundaries with work, or again, with a partner, with a friend. This is respecting yourself. This is calling back your power in a way that is invoking self-respect, okay, and self-love. There are some of you who are watching this as well who are really, really stuck on a toxic situation, and I'm never going to tell you not to feel the way that you feel. However, what I will say, you guys, is if somebody has made it abundantly clear that they don't have a desire to be in your life, it is unhealthy to build up a story in your head as to why that's not true. It's extremely sad when I see people in real life pursue people who very obviously, who have verbalized, I don't want you anymore. I'm not attracted to you anymore. I'm not in love with you anymore. Or even in work situations where it's like, why would I pay you what you're worth when you're willing to settle for what I'm paying you now? Drawing boundaries can be difficult, you guys. Drawing boundaries can be scary, but it's something that is necessary in order for us to love ourselves in the highest capacity. Can I please have... Okay, some of you are artists here and you're having like writer's block, or you're having a hard time getting out your art. And what I want to say with this card to you guys who are having a hard time getting your art out, or having a hard time pursuing what it is you want to pursue, it's okay if you have to sit in stagnant energy for a little bit. It's okay if you feel like you've been in winter and nothing has been changing, nothing has been growing, nothing has been evolving. It's okay if you sit in that for a little bit. Do not allow yourself to sit in that for too long, but sometimes it's just not your hour, right? Sometimes it's just not your hour to progress. Sometimes it's just not your hour to move forward or to push things along. So if you are meeting resistance, you guys, I want you to allow yourself to sit in that for a time period until it feels like you have a little bit more wiggle room, okay? This says midnight, the most magical hour of all, okay? The way I'm seeing this is not literally midnight is the most magical hour of all. But I think it's important that we keep in mind that not every hour is going to be the hour for us, right? Not every season is going to be the season for us. So waiting your turn, waiting for your season, waiting for your hour, I think is what this message is trying to, what this card is trying to relay to us. Okay. We also have ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA. Okay. For some of you, this is spending more time with family and needing that support system of having family around you. For others, this is very much representing an energy of, again, needing to set those strong boundaries. I'm a very big believer in like you can love people from afar, especially if having someone in your life is toxic for you, your mental health and your well-being. You have to love yourself enough to say enough is enough. I'm not doing this anymore. And for others of you, again, you're not reaching out to your family enough. You guys are going to know who is who. You know if you have a good relationship with your family. You know if you need to set stronger boundaries with your family. So that is that. Let's get a love message for you guys really quick. Oh. Okay. So before I talk about this, you guys, I want you to understand that when you do group readings, number one, I have to relay a message for more than just one person. So if you are not interested in men, that is okay. You don't need to take it personally. It's not a personal attack on you when I speak on this next card. We have self-respect here, you guys, and this is the biggest message that is coming through to you for you guys today, which I'm sure you have already come to the conclusion of that this is the biggest message for you guys, that self-respect is playing a massive role for you in the next 3 months. This is going to help you more than you think. Please do not underestimate the power of self-respect and self-love. Please understand that this is leading you towards your castle, right? I've had so many comments over the years of people being like, why do I need to love myself? I want someone else to love me, or I don't want self. I get it. I hear you. We're humans, right? We are humans. It is in our nature to seek out and to want love and affection from other people. We are pack animals. We need to be with other people in order to survive. So I totally get wanting love from someone else. However, nobody is ever going to look out for you the way that you look out for you. So when I talk about self-love and self-respect, you guys, it's not because I want you to sit around and be lonely for the rest of your life. It's not because I want you to push everyone out of your life. It's because I want you to create a life for yourself that you're actually happy with, okay? And a lot of people, especially those of you who've been single for a long time, or those of you who suffer with loneliness, I'm sure it becomes easy to have it in your mind of like, well, I would rather have anyone than nobody. I hear you. I'm going to have to strongly disagree. Having the wrong people in your life could be detrimental to your well-being, both physical and mental. Okay. Self-respect is the road that is going to lead you to your castle. Self-respect is the road that's going to lead you to love. Self-respect is the road that's going to lead you to success, okay? So this is where your focus should be over the next 3 months. And the more you focus on this, I believe the more you will see growth and success and happiness and love in your life overall, okay? Now, the next card we have is the Divine Masculine. And again, if you're not interested in men, you guys, that is okay. Maybe you are interested in masculine women, right? Whatever it is, this is representing a masculine energy coming forward. For some of you, this is a person coming into your life who is representing that safe, protective, masculine energy. For others of you, you are stepping into this. You are becoming the masculine energy that you've been wanting to seek. For me personally, this energy makes me extremely grumpy and very unhappy. Like if I have to act in a masculine way, I am extremely deeply unsatisfied. So that is not what works for me. If that works for you, that's great. If you can relate to what I'm saying and you're like, no, I want to be a soft, dainty little flower. I want somebody else to be the masculine person in my life, 100%. That is very possibly what this is representing, is that masculine energy coming into your life. And this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be someone who's coming in as a friend to like provide protection or security for you. This could be a father figure. This could be somebody who you look to for guidance, okay? And I want to make it very clear, you guys, I love women. I'm not saying that women can't provide protection and guidance. I feel the safest around women. I'm just saying that I personally don't like acting in masculine ways. It makes me uncomfortable and angry. So can I please get a message for group? Oh, see, okay, we have growth here, you guys, with fertility. Some of you guys may literally want to be having a baby. Some of you guys want to get a kitten or a puppy, or maybe you want to get a little hatchling. But fertility is growth and it's receiving new life. So whether this is happening creatively for you, whether this is happening literally like you are creating new life, or whether this is representing fertility growth with your finances, this is telling me that over the next 3 months, you guys are experiencing a tremendous amount of blessings in the growth department, okay? And happiness is here as well. So that makes me very, very happy for you. And again, I think the road to get all of this, you guys, is through those boundaries, is through that self-respect. I want to get a final card for you before I let you guys go. Final card. One more. Okay, we will leave it there. Okay, we have safe travel. Keep me safe, let me roam far away, but bring me home. So this is not going to apply for all of you. What I want to say is some of you have intentions on getting a new car over the next 3 months, or you're like saving up for a car, or you're looking at new cars. For some of you, your car may be breaking down, or your way of transportation, because some of you may not drive a car. Some of you may be like using bikes, or some of you may be taking public transportation. If that's the case, there's either like a delay with your public transportation where there's like the bus is late or the subway is late or something to that effect, or your bike gets like a flat tire. Some of you guys, again, your car is gonna need like repair or work on it. This feels like physical transportation on a day-to-day basis for a lot of you. That I don't want to scare you guys. I don't want you to be like, oh my gosh, I'm not trying to scare you, but just be aware that give yourself more time is what I want to say over the next 3 months, okay? If you're taking public transportation, allot yourself more time to get to your location, especially if it's important. If you drive a car, please make sure that you are getting your regular checks for your car. Make sure your engine's okay, your tires are fine. And some of you guys may be literally looking into getting a new car. For some of you, you are traveling in the next 3 months. We are experiencing summer in the next 3 months, and that's very exciting. This travel is going to bring you guys everything that we just talked about, this growth, this fertility, this happiness, potential love, okay? Maybe even inspiration for those of you who've been feeling like you've been lacking inspiration. During these travels, you guys, I think it's very important that you keep in mind of your ultimate goal and don't just be like, oh, well, because I'm on vacation, I'm going to disrespect myself, or because I'm on vacation, I'm going to set my standards lower. This could be a good time for you guys to implement all the things that we have spoken about on this vacation or during your travels. So that is what I have. Oh, hold on. because this just caught my eye. We have that 2-2 up top. For some of you, you are experiencing love through these travels, all right? Don't be afraid of long distance. It can be hard, but it's doable. Anyways, that is officially what I have for you guys. Group number 1. Thank you so very much for allowing me to read for you today. I appreciate you. I love you. And that is all I got. So, bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. If you are looking for a personal reading, I do have those in my description box. If they're out of stock, please you just message me on Etsy and I will let you know when my next availability is as soon as I can. We're going to start with the dice, you guys. I want to address some comments that I've received. Some of you guys do not like the dice, and that is okay because other people do like the dice. So if you don't like the dice, you can just ignore this part. If you do like the dice, great, we're going to do it. I'm going to order another set of dice because obviously I am still missing my other one. This is a reminder, you guys, as well, that the dice is extra. It's dessert. If your sign doesn't pop up, it's not the end of the world. The main message is the cards. If the cards don't resonate, the message is not for you. If the cards resonate though, and the dice isn't on point, like that's not that serious. So we have Gemini here. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Libra again. And Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, let's go ahead and start doing a shuffle. Can I please get a message for group number 2? Ooh. Group number 2, the next 3 months. Group number 2, the next 3 months. Group 2. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups, group number 2, okay? The Knight of Cups is representing a romantic offer coming in. This is romance, this is love. If you are not looking for a love reading, that is okay. We can open this up to other interpretations as well. However, the traditional aspect to this card is romance. Somebody coming into your life who wants to offer you love, wants to have their heart on their sleeve, and to be open to having that romance. This also does represent slower moving energy. So let's say this isn't connected to love and this is connected to you guys pursuing something that you love, something that you cherish, right? This would be representing that coming into your life, but the energy being a bit slower moving. This could also be talking about vulnerability, you guys, and opening yourselves up to the potential of love. Some of you guys may have been closed off for a really long time in regards to having new love come in. This could be representing finally getting to a place where you're like, okay, I'm open, I'm ready, I'm feeling like this is something I can be more accepting or open to. This could also be representing, you guys, somebody or something coming into your life that you weren't expecting to love, but you have just fallen head over heels in love with. This could be like a friend. This could be a new pet. Maybe you guys are rescuing a dog or a cat. This could also be representing, again, having a new friend come into your life and you just realize like, oh, I cherish this person so much and I feel so happy that I finally have someone that I can open up to, that I can be vulnerable with. We have the Ace of Cups as well, and the Ace of Cups is representing an overflow of emotion, okay? This is us having our emotions heightened over the next 3 months. So again, to me, this is either representing a romantic love coming in or having somebody like tug at your heartstrings over the next 3 months. And again, it doesn't need to be romantic for all of you. Some of you guys aren't into that. Some of you guys are already in a relationship. Others of you are just like, I don't want love, and that's fine. But love isn't just romantic, and I feel like sometimes that's lost upon some of you who are listening. You forget that like you can love your friend. This could be talking about a family member. This could be talking about love for a pet, right? It doesn't need to just be romantic. So please keep that in mind throughout the reading. But it's definitely like emotions heightened, okay? We have the Page of Swords as well, and the Page of Swords is representing being really excited and inquisitive about a particular situation or person in your life. So again, for a lot of you who are watching this, you are interested in love. You do want romance. For the minority of you who aren't interested in that, that is fine. That is fine. Again, it could be something that's more platonic, but for the large majority of you, I do believe you're interested in love. I see this is excitement. This is being so enthusiastic to ask questions, to learn, to grow. And again, for a lot of you, this is going to be representing going on dates or going on a date and being so enthusiastic about getting to know someone. I always feel like that's how I can tell when I'm genuinely interested in someone romantically, is when not only are they showing enthusiasm about getting to know me, but I'm also really excited to get to know them, versus like the dates where like someone's just talking about themselves and they tell me their entire life story like in 15 minutes. I'm like, okay, great, thank you so much, toodles. Never seeing you again. Anyways, that's enthusiasm to ask questions and to learn. We also have the 6 of Wands, you guys, okay? The 6 of Wands is success, okay? So you guys are experiencing success over the next 3 months. Now, what kind of success? Is this success with money? Is this success with your work? Is this success with your education, with your romantic life, with your friends, with your family? Are you achieving goals? This could be personal goals as well, you guys. I don't like getting into health stuff. I don't like getting into body image stuff because people can be sensitive when it comes to that. Also, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional, so I don't have the right to speak on medical things, but this could be representing success in those areas as well. Maybe even overcoming certain milestones or hitting certain milestones with your personal development. Maybe you guys have kicked some bad habits and you're coming up on a milestone and you're really excited and you want to celebrate this victory, right? Maybe you guys have overcome certain demons, and in overcoming those demons, you're like, I want to celebrate, or I want to highlight my victory over this situation that was holding me down for a long time, okay? For some of you, that could even be representing an anniversary, for those of you who are in a relationship, or for those of you who, again, have overcome some type of obstacle and you're coming up on like a year anniversary of overcoming that obstacle. That could be what that's representing as well. We have the 6 of Pentacles, okay? And this is generosity, somebody wanting to give to you. And again, because we started this reading out with that Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups, I am seeing this reading very much in the mindset of like, it feels romantic. It feels like we're going on a date. We're being excited to get to know someone. We feel very victorious after the date and excited and giddy. That person that we went on a date with was being very generous with us. They have a desire to give. They have a desire to show that they're invested in the relationship or in the connection, right? That's how I'm seeing this, you guys. But again, we can open this up to different scenarios as well. We have the 9 of Pentacles as well. And the 9 of Pentacles is essentially seeing somebody or something as valuable, right? So this could be an influx financially, right? Receiving a raise, or perhaps you've been saving money so that you can buy something that you really, really wanted that would be considered of value. Or again, this could be a relationship blossoming that you are viewing as valuable, or the celebration of a connection or a relationship that you see as valuable, or again, that celebration of the victory, right? I've overcome this obstacle and I view this milestone as a really valuable moment in my life. I'm going to cherish this, okay? So this is what I'm getting, guys. You guys over the next few months are celebrating some type of victory, okay? You are viewing this victory, whether it is like finding someone you're excited about romantically, or receiving that raise, or potentially even experiencing more success academically, right? I've overcome this obstacle and I want to celebrate it. There is a celebration happening over the next 3 months, okay? Someone's also coming into your life and choosing to be very generous with you, either financially, with their time, with their energy, with their emotions, all right? You are seeing the situations that are blossoming in your life over the next 3 months as valuable, okay? So this is a really good month, you guys, or a really good next 3 months for you to focus on developing your personal relationships. This is a really good time for you to put yourself out there. This is also a really good time, you guys, to focus on what it is that you love if it's not romantic, okay? For those of you who are not looking for romance, or who are not willing to put yourself in situations where you can't experience more romance, you need to focus, or take this time to focus on the things that you love, because you will be experiencing a victory if you focus on those things over the next 3 months. So let's go ahead and get some oracles for you. We have Taurus here, okay? And Taurus is an energy connected to luxury and abundance. Again, seeing something or somebody as valuable. That is what Taurus energy is. This is also very consistent, stable, something solid for us to stand on. So what it is that we are celebrating over the next 3 months, you guys, it's not something that is fleeting. It's not something that's just going to dissipate immediately upon arrival. It's something that's going to be long lasting, something that we can stand on for a substantial amount of time. We also have the 12th house of escape. Now, this is the house of endings, the subconscious, hidden enemies, things like that. What I really want to focus on with this card, you guys, is our subconscious mind, okay? And how it is we may be holding ourselves back subconsciously, or what it is we may be not willing to open our minds up to subconsciously due to perhaps internal beliefs, okay? This could also be representing something going on with your guys' dreams and needing to focus or pay more attention to the messages that you're receiving in your dreams. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more. Can I please get some more messages? Oh. Okay, we have awakening, and this is energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Oh, right. So a new way of being, right? You guys are awakening to the person that you want to become. And it's not to say that the person you are now isn't someone that you're happy with, right? Maybe you wake up every day and you're happy and you're excited to be you and you're excited with where you're at in life. This is an elevation of that. Just because you're happy and just because you're satisfied with the things that you have doesn't mean that things can't get better. I see this as us rising up. I see this as the energy in our life improving, okay? Energetically, it feels like the energy is being lifted. It feels like we are entering into a stage of things feeling just a bit lighter, a bit more fun, easygoing. We have play here as well, and that's contributing to my belief of this like elevation of the energy as well. This is play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. I always say this, you guys. I understand fully that there are atrocities taking place in the world. And obviously, if you are unable to escape certain atrocities or wrongs that are going on, things that are out of your control, right? It makes sense that you are serious. It makes sense that you cannot have more fun or be more playful. I get that we are in a place where our world is, you know, in a lot of ways in shambles. In a lot of ways, things are like falling apart. I want you guys to understand though, that if you are in a situation where like you have shelter, you have food, you have water, you are safe, I want you to understand that you are so incredibly blessed, and there are so many individuals, there are so many souls out there who do not get to say that they have that. So this play card, don't be so serious. It's not to say to ignore certain things that are going on. It's not to say to ignore the things in your personal life that are going on that may be negative, but it's to say, what is the point of life? What is the point if we can't also like have fun? What is the point of life if we can't enjoy the present moment, right? And again, I want to make it very clear, I am not saying that we should be ignoring certain things that are taking place. But what I am saying is that it's also important, you guys, especially if you have safety, if you have shelter, if you have food, if you have water, it's important to try to be a source of light and to not be a source of darkness. There's already so much darkness in the world. And by invoking this play, by invoking this more lighthearted energy, you are exposing more light, bringing more light to the world and not adding to the darkness. I see so much darkness and people adding to the darkness so much, especially lately. And it just makes me so sad because I get anger, I understand rage. I think these things are healthy to express, but I think it's also important to remember that we have to put light out into the world. Anyways, we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus. It says, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So for a lot of you, the next 3 months, it could be really positive for you guys to start planting seeds. Now, when I say planting seeds, that doesn't necessarily mean like literal seeds, although you feel free to plant some seeds. I love gardens. However, this is also talking about like having a strong foundation, laying a strong foundation. It may be a good time for you guys to start considering the next chapter of your life. It may be a good time for you guys to start considering where you see yourself in the next 5 years, where you see yourself in the next 10 years, what you would like to envision for yourself, okay? And start planting those seeds. And I know it may seem overwhelming, like the next 10 years of my life, like, oh my God, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be 30. Like, what am I gonna freaking do? Start planting the seeds. Start trying to set yourself up for where you want to be. And then we have a birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And this is truly the only way to do it, you guys, right? The only way to birth a new world into being is to just do it. I feel like you guys have an opportunity over the next 3 months to create something really beautiful, to start something really beautiful. And the first step in doing that is to, again, plant that seed. So I want you guys, your homework after this reading is to sit down with yourself and really sit and ask yourself, like, what do I want? Where do I see myself going? What do I see myself becoming? How can I become the person that I would be proud of? That 80-year-old me could look back on and be proud of. Start planting those seeds, okay? And that is how you are going to give birth to this new world, this new way of being, okay? Moving forward, let's get a love message for you guys. All right. Okay. Some of you are wanting to take a break from the men's, and I get that. I am totally on board with that. Others of you are exhibiting a lot of this toxic behavior. You don't need to be a man to be toxic. I want to make that super clear. The distorted masculine, the way I see this is, right, and you can be 100%, you can be a woman and fall to the pressures of this. I feel like the way that women express it is more so in the way of becoming like a pick-me, right? And being like, I don't even want to get into it. Oof. Anyways, this is representing toxicity and allowing society to turn you into a toxic human being, right? Allowing the weight of society to turn you into a bad person. Your actions are who you are. And by allowing society's negative beliefs, such as like, you are only like what you make, your worth is connected to how much money you make. That is a toxic ideology. And people who believe that and act like that are gross human beings. Like, you are so much more than how much money you make. Or perhaps this is talking about, right, coming under the pressures of society and feeling like you have to act in a way that is better than other people, or act in a way that is very centered around the ego. Moving away from this, I think, is in all of your guys' best interest, whether you're a man or a woman, right? Trying to just disconnect from the toxic side of what society puts on all of us and trying to connect more with our foundation and our root and who it is that we are and what light we want to bring to the world, okay? We have manifestation. And again, you guys, like, what is manifestation? Manifestation is simply a seed that we are planting. Manifestation is simply the belief that I create my reality, and if I believe something, if I want something and I believe that I deserve it and I believe that it's possible, the universe will deliver, or God will deliver, or spirit will deliver, whoever you believe in, whatever you want to call it, right? I think that this is just a really great time for you guys, group number 2, to focus on what you want to create, because I feel like these are the building block months. I feel like these are the months in which you get to really set that strong foundation, really start to plant those seeds, and be able to then look back like next year and be like, wow, like I really accomplished the things that I set out to accomplish. I really manifested the things that I set out to manifest. I don't know if any of you guys are open to hearing my suggestions on manifestation. I feel like making a whole dedicated video about it would be silly because there's so many videos, but I find, for me personally, the things that have manifested in my life, and I don't want to be like, oh my God, I'm an amazing manifester, because that just sounds very annoying, but I've never not been able to get what I want in regards to a manifestation. I find it really helpful when I like turn all my lights off. Maybe I light some candles, maybe I do some things with some herbs, whatever, but I find it really helpful when I can essentially make like a voice memo to myself, describing the life that I'm going to be living, or describing the life that I am living in present tense. I know some people say like writing is helpful, like writing that out and scripting. I find it the most helpful for me when I verbalize it, I record it, and then I go back and listen to it a few times. that has always worked for me when it comes to manifesting, or even doing like sleep meditations, sleep manifestation meditations. That always works for me as well. So if you guys are interested in that, or if you've been having a hard time with your manifestations, try that out, because that may be helpful for some of you. Anyways, let me go ahead and shuffle some more. Okay, lighten your load. Some of you guys have too much on your plate, and some of you guys are carrying the weight of the world. You guys, here's the thing, right? Going back to that whole play, don't be so serious. I understand fully. Some of you guys feel responsible for other people. Some of you guys feel responsible for your siblings. Some of you guys feel responsible for your parents or for your friends, for your partner. Some of you guys feel responsible for people you've never met. I applaud you for your compassion and for your desire to help and for your desire to be of service to others. However, there are certain burdens that you cannot carry because you are one person, and it's unreasonable for you to expect yourself to carry a load that was never meant for you to carry, okay? That is essentially what I want to say with this, and I want to leave it there because I don't want this to be... I don't want to ramble too much on this. I just want you guys to be aware of, for those of you who are carrying a load of others or carrying the load of other people or other situations, I want you to know that it's not your responsibility to fix everybody. It's not your responsibility to save the world, okay? We also have good luck here. And good luck is essentially just representing that. It's representing good luck coming into your life, which makes me very happy for you guys. Where shall we go from here? Okay. Can I get a Halloween? You guys have 2 black cats. You guys are an extra lucky group. Fortune meets opportunity. Okay, so we have luck here. We have fortune meets opportunity. You guys have 2 black cats. I know there's a lot of people in the world who believe black cats are bad luck. However, you're here on my channel, and here on my channel, black cats are the best luck. So what that is telling me, you guys, is that, again, this is a really freaking amazing time for you guys to take advantage of your ability to plant seeds, okay? Please hear me when I say this. I'm begging you guys, take time to manifest. Take time to sit with yourself and really figure out what you want and the core of what you believe is important to you and your life overall. And please, you guys, whether you want to take my advice and do a little voice recording, whether you want a script, whatever you want to do, you guys, please take the next 3 months to manifest, because I do believe that fortune is meeting opportunity for you guys. Again, we do have that victory showing up. So this just makes me feel really positive overall about like what is taking place for you guys at the end of the 3 months. I think you guys are going to see tremendous progress, especially because ultimately, again, at the end of the tarot, we did have that 9 of Pentacles, which is blessings, which is, right, it's valuable things coming into our life, whether it's valuable relationships coming into our life or valuable opportunities coming into our life. I did. Okay. Final deck. Can I get a message for group number 2? We have confidence. By earth, air, water, and fire, let my confidence take light and burn higher. Confidence is important, you guys, simply because if you are lacking confidence, you are going to be terrified to do absolutely anything. This could also be connected to anxiety. So some of you may need to be seeking out a therapist or a psychologist or just a doctor to talk about your anxiety. I'm not saying to get on medication or this or that, but seeking out a professional to help guide you on what is the best option for you could be really important for, you know, your anxiety. If it's not a lack of confidence and it's just a lack of feeling safe in the world. This confidence, though, is telling me that you guys are seizing the opportunities that you are receiving, okay? So this is important in order to move forward. But the last card we have, you guys, is love. And it says, Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring true love here to me. And this makes me so incredibly excited because, again, we started this reading off talking about love and romance and how I feel like a lot of you are going to be experiencing a lot of blessings when it comes to your love life. I feel like a lot of you are going to be experiencing something really beautiful when it comes to your love life, whether it's platonic love or romantic love. It feels like you guys are receiving opportunities with love in general. And that makes me really excited. So to wrap the reading up with this love showing up makes me feel optimistic for you guys that over the next 3 months, your love life is blossoming again, either platonically or romantically. All right. That is what I have for you guys, group 2. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you want a personal reading, description box. And yeah, that's all I have. So thank you. I love you. And I will talk to you guys really soon. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. Let's go ahead and get started with the dice. Before I do, this is a reminder that I do have personal readings in my description box. All right, if they're out of stock, you guys can feel free to message me. Message me on Etsy, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can and let you know when I have availability next. Moving on to the dice, you guys, I have received some comments saying how you do not like the dice, or some of you don't like the dice. However, a lot of people do like the dice, right? A lot of people don't like the dice. A lot of people do like the dice. I'm not going to stop doing the dice just because some people don't like it. If you don't like it, just ignore this part. If you do like it, great. Let's go ahead and roll the dice. Keep in mind, you guys, as well, this is just extra. If your sign shows up, great. If it doesn't, that's okay. The main message is the cards. We have Capricorn here, Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. We've also got Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, let's go ahead and start our shuffle. Can I please get a message for group number 3 about the next 3 months? Oh. Okay. The other 2 piles were amazing. For the people, if you are here and you have complained about my readings being quote unquote negative, the other 2 readings were literally beautiful, okay? This is not necessarily negative, you guys, but like life is not all sunshines and rainbows. And like if that's the kind of reading you want, there are other channels that have that. So, you know, that's not exactly what this is. It's not awful, but it's not. Okay, I'm going to shuffle one more card and then we'll talk about it. Okay, shit. The reason why I'm saying this, you guys, is we have the 3 of Swords here. There's no way around it, okay? The 3 of Swords is sad. Why is it sad? Because it's representing our heart being broken. Now, I will say this, you guys, having your heart broken is not always a bad thing, and it's not always connected to, like, romantic situations, okay? I know for me, personally, last year, I had my heart broken 100 times, and none of them, well, most of them, were not due to romantic situations. So I just don't want you guys to take it as like if you're in a relationship, like, oh my God, you're breaking up with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. I'm not saying that. Obviously, this does present that possibility, but that doesn't need to be the case. This could be representing losing something, losing a piece of jewelry that you really love, losing perhaps a friendship that you really cared about, losing or having your heart broken or being disappointed about a dream that you had. This could be perhaps losing a pet or, again, losing something of value to you, and it hurts your heart, it breaks your heart. Realizing that you have to move forward can be difficult, right? So this is heartbreak, okay? And the first card that came out before this is walking away from something that at one point we really loved. So this would be a relationship we really loved. This would be a piece of jewelry that we really loved. This would be a friend that we really loved. This would be a career we really loved or a dream we really loved. Something that we had so much care for. And at one point in time, we looked at this thing or this person and we were like, you are what I want. You are the end all be all for me. And then we got our heart broken, and then we felt betrayed, and then we got disrespected, and then blah, 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 fill in the blank, and ouch, my heart is in pain. That is what this is representing, guys, okay? Now, how do we move forward from that? We have the Chariot, and we also have Strength, okay? The Chariot is telling us that for those of you who picked group 3, if you're going through a hard time right now, and I also just want to say this, if you're not going through a hard time right now, or if you don't want to hear a negative message, please just like click out of the reading, just leave, okay? For those of you who have gone through a hard time or where you are open to hearing this message, you need to know that you are strong enough to overcome this. Whether you're going through it right now or whether it's something that is taking place over the next 3 months, you need to know that you are strong enough to overcome this. Please do not give up on yourself. Please do not give up on the idea, the belief that things will get better, the belief that happiness is out there and that you will feel joy and happiness again. For some of you, there could be this sinking feeling of like, I'm never going to trust again. I'm never going to love again. I'm never going to feel safe again. I'm not going to enjoy my place of work as much as I enjoyed this previous place. There could be this sense of like doom and like, I want you to understand though, that is not the case and the sun will come out again and that you guys are resilient, okay? If you picked group 3 and you are still sitting here listening to this message, you are freaking resilient. You are so incredibly strong and you will overcome this. We also have strength, okay? And this is representing the same thing as the Chariot, but it's emotional strength. It's representing you have the internal strength to overcome, to tame the beast within, okay? Moving forward, we have the Hanged Man. Now, I do not like giving readings that paint a picture of like things are 100% great 100% of the time, because that's literally just not reality, you guys. The Hanged Man is not necessarily a bad card, but this is representing a lack of momentum and a lack of movement. And I think that the problem with a lot of disappointing situations is that we can have our heart broken or we can lose something of value and then we go, okay, I know everything's going to be fine. And then things continue to get worse or things are picking up the way that you want them to pick up. What I want to say with that is if you guys are experiencing a lull in your healing, or if you guys are experiencing a lull in regards to the heartbreak, I want you guys to know that things may be stagnant right now, but they're not going to be stagnant forever, okay? Sometimes the Hanged Man shows up to let us know or to tell us that it's okay to sit in our sadness for a little bit. It's okay to just let ourselves grieve, to let ourselves feel what we're feeling in the moment. I do think there always comes a time though where you have to cut yourself down from this tree if you want to move forward, and the only way to move forward is to cut yourself down from this tree. The tree in this situation being your pain, being your heartbreak, being the thing that has made you sad and feel like stuck, okay? So let's get some more. Again, I'm sorry that this is heavy, guys. I never like giving heavy messages. I think some people are under the delusion that I just love giving like heavy readings, and I don't. But I'm also just not gonna sit here and be like, the Three of Swords, the love of your life is on their way. Like, I'm not doing that. That's crazy. Can I please? Yeah, okay. And look, I have a lot of Scorpio placements, so maybe that's why I view situations like this as a blessing, or I view situations like this as like, it's okay, it's gonna be fine, because I've had to go through so many deaths in my life, literal death and figurative death, so many times, over and over and over and over and over again. Scorpio moon, Scorpio north node, okay? I've experienced a lot of death. And in the moment, it really does suck. It's awful and it's freaking crappy. But at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna lay over and give up? That's not gonna accomplish anything. I think the best way to get through this is to simply go through it, right? And to allow yourself to feel the emotions that you're feeling. The Phoenix is here, right? Death is here to represent, yes, something ending, something sad coming to a close, or something that we loved coming to a close and we're sad about it. However, in that ending, in that closure, we get to have a new beginning. Can I please have the moon? Okay, so the moon is representing psychic abilities, intuition. It's also representing, you guys, having the ability to remove the mask, having the ability to see with clarity, all right? Things are no longer murky. Things are no longer hidden in the dark. For some reason, this is coming up. It's, I'd rather be told an ugly truth than a beautiful lie, right? Some people want to live in ignorance and want to live in the beautiful lie, and that's fine. There's no shame in that. Like, do what you want to do. It's your life. It's your path. It's your soul's evolution. That's on you. But the moon is coming in here to represent, for those of you who are willing to move forward from the situation and walk away, there is clarity in that. There's clarity that you will receive. And I do believe this clarity will make it easier for you to move forward. And guys, here's the thing. Again, I want to make it clear. I don't know exactly what the situation is for each and every one of you. Again, for some of you, it could be a breakup, or for some of you, it could be the death of your relationship as you knew it, the death of your future as you knew it. That doesn't mean that things are over. That doesn't mean we have to be all catastrophic, okay? It just means things are not going to be the way that they were. They're going to be different. And maybe that's for the better, maybe it's not. But regardless, it's representing a new beginning, a starting over of sorts, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get you guys an astrology card. Can I please get a message? We have the South Node here. This is life's debts, all right? This is representing what it is we are meant to release, what it is that we are going to be releasing, okay? This is inevitable letting go. So for a lot of you, there, again, is a situation that you're walking away from over the next 3 months, and it may be unexpected. It may be, again, and I don't want to make this sound catastrophic, you guys, because it's not. For some of you, it's going to be big. For some of you, it's going to be small. But this is a release of sorts, okay? We have the air element of communication. Personally, as somebody who's ruled by Mercury, I do believe that communication, clear, honest communication will always set you free. I think that lying and hiding from the truth is the number one thing that is going to keep you in the dark. So if you guys feel like you've been biting your tongue, or if you have not voiced your truth, I think that the way that you can progress this forward is by doing that, okay? We have a Jupiter abundance as well. So here's the thing, guys, right? Jupiter is one of the luckiest cards. Actually, no. Jupiter is the luckiest planet. This is one of the luckiest cards in this deck. This is representing growth, abundance, luck, travel, expansion, you guys, okay? Whatever it is that you guys are moving on from, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to miss it. It's okay to be like, oh, this is not what I wanted. But I want you to know, Group 3, that whatever it is you were dealing with previously, or whatever it is you're going to be in the process of letting go of, you're not going to see it in the moment, but it was holding you back. This is telling me that in this rebirth, you guys are growing so much. You guys are expanding so much. Your abundance is expanding. Your luck is expanding, okay? For some of you, you're giving up a boyfriend and you're getting a husband, okay? The reason I'm saying that is Jupiter is connected to Zeus. Zeus is known as the husband. So this could very well for a lot of you be representing, what is that quote? It's not literally a quote, but it's don't let your boyfriend stop you from meeting your husband. For some of you, that's the situation going on. And if you're into women, apply, okay? Just apply it how you will. Anyways, moving forward, can I please... I knew that card was going to come up. Okay, we're going to talk about the light one. This says, Keepers of the Earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Whenever you're going through a hard time, you guys, it's very easy to feel alone, right? It's very easy to feel like nobody understands what I'm going through. I feel alone. Nobody gets it, right? And that may be the case, right? Maybe you are experiencing people not getting it. Even if people around you do get it, maybe from your perspective and your reality, because really your life and the way that you see things are based on your perspective, maybe you really do perceive people as not getting it, okay? I want you guys to know that you are less alone than you believe, okay? I'm going to leave it there. We have boundaries here. It says, where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay. Is this with your mother? Is this with your father? Is this with your friends? Is this with your siblings? Is this with your partner? Guys, I have a lot to say and not much to say at the same time. If there's anybody in your life who's not respecting your boundaries, and here, I'm not here to tell you what your boundaries are, right? Some people are fine with certain things and other people aren't. For me personally, for example, in a relationship, monogamy is very important. For other people, monogamy is not so important. It's like, you can go out and cheat on me, or we can be in an open relationship. And for some people, that's fine. That's fine, right? And live your life, live your truth. However, for me, I would rather just be by myself. Like, I would literally just rather be by myself. I enjoy my own company. I don't need that. Respect your boundaries, okay? Don't allow your desire to be with somebody, or don't allow your desire to maintain a relationship to stand in the way of you having self-respect and enforcing your boundaries, okay? And that doesn't have to be romantic, you guys. That could be with your job. That could be with your boss. That could be with your family members, with your friends, especially with your friends. I have the strongest boundaries with my family and with my friends and with my romantic partner. If you cross my boundaries, I'm gonna let you know, and you're either gonna fix it or we're not, like, you're not gonna hear from me. Like, that's that. The other card that came out for you guys is the crumbling, and it says, what are you clinging on to? Sometimes, guys, we are clinging on to rot. Sometimes we are clinging on to things in our life that's simply just holding us back. And again, I know this saying sounds really scummy. Don't let your boyfriend prevent you from or stop you from meeting your husband. But really, like, what I'm trying to say with that, and what I think the point of that saying actually is like, don't let a temporary situation that you think is this grand thing, or that you think is like, oh, like, I can fix him. Like, I swear if he was just like, he just needs a little bit more time to mature, I swear I can No. Or, I have been working at this company for 5 years and they keep promising me a raise. They keep promising me this and that. And like, I just need to stick it out for another 6 months. No, you're holding on to rubbish, okay? You have to move forward. You have to let it go. If you've been putting your energy into something or someone and it just keeps disappointing you, it's time to walk away. It's time to release, because it's holding you back. Can I please... We have inner peace, all right? So over the next 3 months, I think you guys are perhaps losing something, but you are gaining peace from the thing that you are losing or walking away from. It says you are enough, okay? Inner peace. And again, guys, when I say this, I mean this. If you do not respect my boundaries, I would much rather just be by myself. Why? Because I have peace within myself. Like, I am so fine with just my own company and my cat. Like, that makes me happy. So if you guys don't feel like that right now, if you feel like you would be miserable without your friend or without your family or without your this or without your that, I want you guys to find ways to feel at peace with yourself. That's not to say to isolate. That's not to say to not socialize. We are social creatures. We need other humans. But that is to say you should never be dependent on somebody or a situation that is only providing you with hurt, pain, and toxicity. You should be confident enough in yourself and secure enough in who it is that you are and what it is that you have going on in your life, that you do not have to remain in these toxic situations or with these toxic relationships. And when I say the word relationships, I'm not just talking about romantic. We have the silver waterfall. I think her little booty is hanging out. Okay. The silver waterfall is essentially, I see this as opening yourself up to paradise, okay? Understanding, right? We can't have the rainbow without the rain. You have to work hard in order to go on your little vacation. Like, this requires work. This is not without effort. I see this as, again, like the peace or the calm after the storm. Oops. Can I have some final messages for group? We have letting go. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. In letting go, you guys, you're getting so much more, okay? And if it doesn't happen immediately, I want you to know it's okay. Give yourself time. Give the universe time. Give spirit or God, whoever it is that you want to call upon, give them time. Allow life to surprise you, okay? This is not the end. This is just the end of a chapter. It's not the end of a book, okay? We have romance here as well, and it says romance is a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. For those of you who are ending a relationship or who are redefining a relationship or setting up new boundaries within a relationship, trying to heal and move forward, this is very much representing like just because things didn't work out previously, or just because we have to start over or rebuild what it is that we thought we had, this does not mean romance is dead, okay? This does not mean you have to give up on love. This doesn't mean you have to throw away men or throw away women and be all hyperbolic. This is saying romance is a power. Love is power, okay? And in choosing this and in choosing to believe that this is meant for you and your future, you are moving forward in strength. We also have inspiration. It says, Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. So this new chapter, you guys, that you're experiencing could be bringing forward a lot of inspiration, a lot of perhaps artistic abilities. This could also be bringing forth a lot of opportunities for you guys in regards to like feeling more motivated to push forward, and therefore you are receiving more opportunity. I'm going to pull from this deck as well. Can I please get some final messages for group number 3? Okay. You guys, at the end of this 3 months, you're going to be leaving more confident, more determined to achieve your goals, to achieve your overall life goals and happiness. And you are going to be illuminated. You are going to be shining so bright. The darkness is going to be lifted. You're going to feel like a weight has been taken from you. And I just feel like overall, like you guys are leaving the next 3 months in a space that is potentially like, ooh, still a little bit tender, but better than what it was. It's like with the clarity that we're receiving through this next 3 months, through the shedding of the old skin, we are able to step into the new chapter and feel a little bit lighter, feel a little bit more optimistic about what's to come. So yeah, that is what I have for you guys, group 3. If you guys hung in here with me through this more difficult message, thank you. I'm excited for you. Rebirth is beautiful. I know it doesn't sound like it is, but I promise you, as again, someone who's gone through a lot of death, both literally and figuratively, rebirth is beautiful. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Thank you so very much for allowing me to read for you. I'm sending you love, and that is all I got. So